Oh, hello there. Yes, well, good grief. It is very close to that day, and I hope you are all getting all the necessary things that need to be done when you've got to basically put up with vast amounts of relatives you don't necessarily want to. I shed that kind of thing a very long time ago, I'm pleased to say. Anyway, yes, yesterday we had all the delights of politicians, particularly Kemi Badenoch, suggesting that, we shouldn't really do anything about nasty foreign billionaires giving vast amounts of money to nasty British politicians, PLC, because it probably won't happen. But I do have the feeling that both the Labour Party and the Conservative Party basically seem to assume that you don't assume that the vast majority of their donors are property millionaires and billionaires and other nasty vested interest groups that they will indulge at the first opportunity in their manifesto. So we might well get that by the back door, which will be a good thing, obviously, because Elon Musk is a jobs provider or something. Anyway, moving on from that, yes, the absolute political cowardice of our political class. Anyway, moving on from that, I thought I'd point you to a very, very good piece by Tomiwa Alwade, not somebody in the Times I normally agree with, but he's written a very, very good piece, which is this: what are British values? It's complicated. Defining issues such as blasphemy in terms of national character doesn't always fit our history. And as I've been saying for quite a while with various of our right-wing commentariat, they don't have a view of history. They assume that whatever is happening now is kind of basically what happened in the past. So entrepreneurial capitalists now, I don't know, William Rees-Mogg, for example, he's an entrepreneur and a capitalist. Anyway, have always existed throughout history, even when they patently didn't, because something genetics and Western character. Yes. Anyway, he's written about Constantine, everybody's favourite right-wing immigrant, who obviously is a favourite right-wing immigrant because we like right-wing immigrants that produce right-wing podcasts. We don't like right-wing immigrants that we don't know about. They're all bad people, especially when they come across on small boats, especially if they might take part in, I don't know, a bit of a jaunt around a German market, Christmas market, that kind of thing as well. Those people are bad, but they're good when they do podcasts. I get confused, as indeed I think does Kirsten, as indeed does a lot of other people. But yeah, this notion of British values, which crops up again and again and again, and I've yet to see a single right-wing commentator who can exactly tell me what a definitive, as opposed to anyone else, British value is. Or indeed a Western value, for that matter, something that other people don't hold. I don't actually know. Yeah, because, we are told that radical Islam is bad, but at the same time I always think to myself, well, radical anything is bad, isn't it? Radical Christians are fairly obnoxious people. We do get a lot of those in right-wing podcasts as well, but somehow they're always very sensible, aren't they? Because they come out with the right line. And it strikes me that a lot of these British values are basically whatever's politically convenient at the moment, because they will definitely change next year when we decide to attack a new target, like the classic British value of tolerance that doesn't seem to exist, or the classic British notion of fair play, which doesn't realistically seem to exist if you're on the wrong side of a political divide and deserve to go to jail. I mean, you can list all of those supposed British values, but the moment you get down to, but it doesn't apply to the lefties, I think you're into completely different things, aren't you? Still, if you are one of those people that likes to play, all of those kind of standard left-wing, intersectional values about being the right colour or from the right background, then that's the game you're going to play, with no sense of irony, because the idea is that you lot out there will be too stupid to spot it. And ultimately, of course, it's always about selling you a product, even if that product is simply a podcast, because That's the grift, isn't it? Yes. One might notice with the trigonometry guys that one of them gets all the attention and the other one doesn't. I think that's blatant anti-white discrimination. There's a British value for you. Anyway, do have a glorious day. I hope everything is going swimmingly and that your sauce is suitably cranberried. When did that become a thing at Christmas? We didn't used to have cranberry sauce in the past. I'm quite convinced about that. Anyway, more modern tosh. Modern tosh, I tell you. What's wrong with sausage meat? Enjoy.